What up guys, it's Vico Khang here. In today's video, we're going to talk about lead magnet, and the outline of this video is going to be the offer and lead magnet, the definition and terms of the two words, right, that people tend to use interchangeably, the type of lead magnet that is on the marketplace, the audience and the marketplace, and how to construct and repackage your current lead magnet or actually construct a new one entirely. And we're going to give you our lead magnet worksheet, like something very tangible and actionless that you can take away and construct the best lead magnet that you can out there from today's lesson, right? Keep in mind that with Google Docs, we do have this feature, okay, right? You can open this outline thing and you can skip to each outline at ease, okay, but we're just gonna minimize that for now. First thing first, you need to level up yourself. Just like every other video, we're gonna recommend 3 books, right? So $100 million Offer by Alex Hormozi. I feel like, I think I read all of this book by myself, so I'm just gonna give you a quick recap here. 100 mil offer is more of giving you the tool kit that you need to make like the best lead magnet out there, but he tends to use that word interchangeably. The word lead magnet and the word offer seem to be the same for him. I totally disagree, but it's a good book in terms of giving you the tool you need to make your lead magnet. Traffic Secret is by Russell Brunson's owner of ClickFunnels, right? Co-founder, sorry. He mentioned a little bit more about how to actually package your lead magnet in a way to drive traffic, and I think he talked more about the audience and the marketplace onto how to identify better audience and better marketplace, because they are sort of in the same line, right? Lead magnet and audience, because you sort of need one or the other. The ultimate sales letter is more of word, right? How can you trust your lead magnet up using words, right? It's more like copywriting sort of thing, but definitely will help you out as well in terms of constructing your lead magnet, right? So let's just start off with the term, right? Offer and lead magnet, okay? So how are they different, and how are we going to be defining that moving forward in this course, right? So lead magnets pretty much is a content to a resource, any sort of value type content that you use to engage your lead, right? So that means spark an interest, start a conversation, or stop them from scrolling, right? The goal of the lead magnet is to entice customer to provide their information such as email address and phone number, name, email address, and phone number, right? An offer, on the other hand, is a solution, right, or service that you entice potential customer, not customer, sorry, potential customer to provide their email, name, and phone number. And an offer, on the other hand, is a solution or service that you provide in exchange for money, in exchange for like some sort of compensation. It doesn't have to be money necessary. It could be an exchange of value, an exchange of partnership, commission. Yeah, but typically we're just talking about like money here. So the goal of the offer is to entice potential customer to actually give money in exchange for your solution. Like, it's an offer that increases the likelihood of that happening, right? So that's include risk reversal, security, urgency, previous result and testimonial, price point, and a lot more. But we're obviously going to cover that in lead conversion in our foundation series. That is the difference, right? Like, a lot of people in the marketplace are using the two terms like interchangeably, and that can confuse a lot of beginner, including myself when I was just starting out, right? And the reason is that it can be the same sometime, and we'll explain more of that in the type of lead magnet section. But hopefully I define the terms and you can see the difference, right? Because an offer is something that you use to exchange for money. A lead magnet is something that you use to get them engaged and interest, right? So it's sort of different, right, if you think about it. They could be in the same in some way, and I'm going to go through that, right? So the type of lead magnet, right? So these are the most common type lead magnet in the marketplace. If you use Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, the ad that you see, right, pay attention to that in the future, because those ads contain lead magnet, and you should be looking carefully on how other people position, display, describe, or advertise a lead magnet, whether they're on the same space as you or they're in a different space, or they're just targeting you as a customer. I always save all of my ad. At least the one that show an interest to me. So we're gonna start off with the most common one, and you probably see or heard of this, right? It's either the freebie, the low ticket products, or the discount, all right? And the goal of this is really best to get your foot in the door, start a conversation, but it not necessarily mean you will be converting these people a lot easily due to the nature of the attraction method. One of the things that you have to notice is that the type of lead magnet that you put out there will attract different type of people, right? You have to know that, right? So this freebie, low ticket, all that stuff normally attracts an early stage buyer. I'll mention this later on in the docs, right? So an example of this is a free ebook, free ad template, 49 mini course, or 15% off, whatever it is, right? The pro of this is that you can have a lot of people opting in and showing interest because it speaks to a more broader audience, right? I don't know why I put comprehensive in there. It's probably an autocorrect because it will speak to a more broader audience. For example, in our business, we're offering a free SaaS course, and you're probably watching it right now. That will speak to a broader audience because our SaaS course is not necessarily a software course. It's just a course that show people how to make more money online. So it's really like anyone that want to make more money online will opt it in. We show an interest. So it really speak to a broader audience. But the con to that is that it's actually attract people that are still in the early stage of buying. If you study marketing, this buying stage where people are just thinking about it, they researching it, and they really to actually pay someone for their pain point. These lead magnet will attract people in the early stage, very, very early stage, right? And these are the examples that I pull up because we also use it ourselves for our business, right? As long as you know that it will attract these kind of people, you then can and structure and systemize your lead nurture to accommodate with that, right? And adjust your sales process, your sales script, and your sales conversion according to their buying stage. So we use that for real estate agents, which is a 10 free appointment. We use that for our agents themselves, like giving a free comparative market update for their houses. This example of a chiropractor showing 15% off initial consultation, right? Ad like this is all over the place. If you pay attention carefully, you can spot like literally one in every 4 or 3 ad on Facebook. So the other offer is get the whole term offer like the same, is a bold claim or a direct call offer. So this is best to get in front of someone with high intent, usually come in the cost of volume, right? You can compensate this by making bolder and bolder claim and crazier sounding lead magnet. An example of that is a lead magnet typically directly come from an irresistible core offer. If your core offer have a high risk reversal such as money back guarantee or something that say you don't pay, you can use this as a lead magnet. So if someone have like a crazy stupid like core offer, right, the offer that they use to exchange for money, like if it sounds really crazy enough, they could just put it in the front, they could just put it in the lead magnet and just like make it the same, right? It's a direct core offer lead magnet. It is basically that. That's why they keep using lead magnet and offer the two term sort of like the same. You probably see ad like this all the time on Facebook. Will land you 100 appointment in a month or you don't pay. That is their core offer. They just put it as a lead magnet because it sounds so crazy, like it's actually work as a lead magnet. And again, they will get a higher intent buyer because of that, right? These buyers that are actually interested in 100 appointment guarantee is not in the early stage. They really want appointment right now. People these days are making bolder and bolder claim. It's actually saturated the market. So within the next 3-5 years, this method will work. I don't know. We should find out together, right? So the pro, you attract buyers who are in a later stage of buying cycle. The ad raise curiosity, which then spark conversation, right? Which is Facebook comment. You normally get a lot of Facebook comment on this sort of ad. If you don't see any comment, guys, they probably delete it. The admin of the page probably delete the comment. But there's normally a lot of comment running around in ad like this, something that you will lose 100 kg or you don't pay, something like that. So the con is that if you don't know what you're doing, your Stripe account will get shut down because of dispute and refunds. Like if you're just making all this crazy claim and then of course, like you take people money. If you don't know what you're doing, like Stripe will shut you down because of the amount of refund that you're gonna get. So be careful, right? It's a high risk, high reward method, right? Right? High risk, high reward method. You don't want to build your brand based on that. If you know what you're doing, you should put it out there. Like we put guarantee to our products because we know what we're doing and we've been doing it for a long time and we're doing it for many success story. Definitely like really have a think about it, right? Take a second thought about launching this sort of offer, right? You can also advertise your core offer without bold claim. This will attract a higher intent prospect with lower expectation. But then of course you will lose a lot of volume. We will do XYZ, click here to learn more. Again, you also can put a price on top of your core offer without a bold claim, which much higher intent but lesser volume. We do XYZ for 1997, click here to learn more. On the other hand, right, you can do a direct core offer as your lead magnet without any crazy claim. But then again, that will negate all volume. You can get very high cost per lead, right? So an example to that, left to right, we're gonna start off with lead magnet of just advertising core service. Marketing, this is a recruiting agency, I believe. I just saw them on Facebook. I never done business with them, but like it's an interesting ad. What they say is that they just offering, they literally just offering what they do, right? There's nothing special about them. They just like literally just offering what they do and just click learn more. The second one, which is this one, right? The second one is this one, extreme bold claim, like really on the other far end of the spectrum, right? Extreme bold claim, get new client every month or get 5K cash back. So for wasting your time. So it's really, really bold claim. Or on the left hand side, bold claim with upfronts, right? Get unlimited lead for 1997. Really, the third one is just playing with bold claim and upfront price. So a direct core offer, I mean, like the good thing I haven't add in here is that you don't have to think about lead magnet. You just have an offer and then you put that offer up in as a lead magnet. You don't have to make an extra new step or new lead magnet or new material. You're just selling, you're just advertising. It's very direct. There's no funnel and all that stuff into it. It is just what it is, right? Very straightforward. Third type of lead magnet, which is my favorite one, as you probably can tell, is the new opportunity lead magnet, right? So this is to show authority, scale quickly without any competition. The book for this that I didn't include is called The Blue Ocean Strategy, right? So I guess there's a story of a sea, right, with shark in it. A red ocean is when there's so much shark, you know, the shark is fighting with each other, then there's blood everywhere. That's why the ocean turned red. But the blue ocean mean that you are the only shark in that ocean. And this is exactly what this lead magnet should be, is it positions you as a blue ocean. You're the only shark, you're the only one doing it in the marketplace. Like we actually use this ourselves, right? The hybrid SaaS model, no one is doing it. No one is really doing the hybrid SaaS model. And we'll try to position that, you know, we actually get a lot of traction for it because of like, it sounds like a new opportunity in place. Especially even SaaS itself, software as a service, is actually a new opportunity itself. But we actually go a step further and doing it as a hybrid SaaS. New opportunity ad work because of FOMO, fear of missing out. So you can hear this a lot in crypto, NFT, Bitcoin, all that stuff. For example, is new property development, typical use number and statistics. Oh, like house in this area is being sold, only 2 units left. So that's like FOMO using number. Or starting a new AI agency with new trend, new era, adapt or die. So that's also playing in the fear of FOMO. So this is the example for left to right. SaaS is the new opportunity. Getting into SaaS right now is like Bitcoin 10 years ago, which is absolutely true. Like it is the new opportunity, honestly, in my opinion. New opportunity to invest in Dubai. Dubai is the new tech global economy. Obviously, this is, again, like if you somehow can position your lead magnet and your offer to be this way, really easy. Like you are the only shark in the blue ocean. And the commission-based system for agents, no one is offering this in the marketplace. Like I actually doing research about this, no one's actually offering that in Australia. So that's why we popped this up and it worked really well for us. New opportunity ad also work because of clever packaging, making old existing sound new. So I want to show you an example of one guy doing it. This guy, he's selling SMMA course, but he reworded the entire thing to drop servicing. The message is stop drop shipping Now it have inventory, headache with supplier, headache with refunds and product quality. The message then say, instead try drop servicing. No inventory, no capital, no work. Outsource to third world labor. Right, this is his ad, right, his ad. And you can see here, I highlight the red circle saying he actually reframed the whole thing as drop servicing. I go through his funnel. I opt in, I watch his webinar. It's just like, really, he's just teaching SMMA. It's just like, go to business owner and like, and as you probably know, SMMA been around for 10 years, right? He's just selling old thing, but he make it sound new. There's no way in his message, in his funnel, in his video, mention anything about SMMA. The only thing that he mentioned is drop servicing. You literally can just package a service on your lead magnet or even your offer by just using word, the English word. English have a lot of word, guys. Like, it is my second language. The one thing I want to highlight as well is Apple, right? Now, as of this time of recording, the Apple glasses is coming out, right? The Vision Pro. Apple never used the word VR. Even it is a VR. I think it stands for virtual reality. Apple Vision Pro is technically a VR device, but they never mention that. They call it spatial computing, something along that line. So they define a new term, which is a new category in the new, and position themselves as a new shark in a blue ocean. That's what Apple always do, right? If you look at their presentation about iPhone 16, iPhone 14, or even every iPhone, they never mention about Snapdragon chips, or they never mention about camera megapixel or all that stuff, all that keyword. They're just saying our camera work 20% better than the last camera. That's all they say. They only comparing themselves with the last iPhone. So they never, the reason why they do that is because the moment they mention anything about Snapdragon or camera pixel, they know they're gonna be putting themselves into the same market as Samsung. If the trillionaire company is doing it, you should doing it too, right? Just really just using clever word, and with these days you have ChatGPT to do it, right? Just using clever word, repackage your lead magnet to sound a little bit more different. Number 3, next point, we're going to talk about audience and marketplace. Now that you understand the type of lead magnet out there, you need to understand the audience, and you need to pick an audience. You need to pick an audience so that you can make a lead magnet that cater for those audience. If you're going to open a hot dog stand and you can have one advantage over your competitor, what will it be? The answer is a starving crowd. It's not the best hot dog, it's not the best ketchup, it's not the best bun, it's not the quality, it's a starving crowd. You can sell a very shitty tasting hot dog from a starving crowd. It is just what it is. So having the best lead magnet out there, selling it to a poor broke market, not gonna do you any good, guys. So the step of picking a marketplace, right? Problem solution. Pick a marketplace that have pain of the solution that you're solving. So if you're watching this, we're probably gonna teach you how to start a SaaS agency, like selling a marketing software or some sort, right? That's involved booking more appointment, right? Making more sales, generate more lead for business owner. So you want to target business owner that is relevant for that, right? That need that solution. That's the first thing, right? I know it sounds very obvious, but I want to include it in here, right? So for example, is that if you have a solution to help local business generate local leads through Facebook ad, right? For example, you want to target like chiropractor and real estate agent, pains of how to get more client. Every local business that have a pain on how to get more client. Now the business that you don't want to target is like e-commerce business, like, you know, they need different lead than just local businesses. You don't want to target like celebrity, like they have different pain point, even though they need marketing, but they would have different pain point from the solution that you offer, and like hospital and all that stuff, right? You know, just keep in mind that these 3 business all need marketing, but they don't need the marketing that you offer. That's the point I'm trying to make, right? Number 2, you need to pick a growing market. So pick a market that grow and doesn't shrink every year. Growing market is elderly and retired market due to aging population. If you're in Japan or even South Korea, like, make a product that target older generation. That's why if you visit Japan, there's massive amount of phone that have like button in it, right? So if you like, people are still selling phone with button to accommodate that, right? A shrinking population is newspaper media. So if you in a printing thing, like printing business for newspapers, yeah, good luck. It's shrinking. You want to use Google search for this market size for ... right? So market size for real estate agent in 2024, market size for chiropractor in Ohio in 2024. Buying power, right? Make sure that your marketplace is not broke, right? So marketplace that have money to spend is real estate agent and lawyer. Marketplace that don't have money to spend is student, unemployed individual. Yeah, those are just example. You can also use Google for this, right? Average income for ... right? Average income for student that just graduate in Ohio, all that stuff, right? Number 4, we want to focus on reachability. Easy to reach is real estate agent. They're on social media and then they answer every call. Even if you don't get them, they will reply back to your text, email, or even missed call. It is their job, so a good real estate agent should be doing that. Hard to reach is a doctor. Good luck speaking to a doctor, man. Like, you will get the gatekeeper. And they busy, usually have a gatekeeper for calls and emails. Now, when it comes to picking a niche, just know there's no easy and hard niche. Just like this, just because I show you that doctor is hard to reach, doesn't mean doctor is better than real estate agent. That's not what I intend to teach or what I intend to show you. Doctor would be a lot easier to close just because they don't get into a lot of sales call. Real estate agent get to like 100 sales call with 100 marketer. It's equilibrium. It will balance out. Every niche have its pro and con. As long as they check all the criteria above, it's a good niche. For example, a doctor is hard to reach, right? But they have buying power. They are a growing market, depend on what country, depend on what city. And as long as you have a problem solution market for a doctor, as long as they check this 4 criteria, it's a good niche, at least for you. Also, picking the wrong niche when just starting out will have minimum consequences as long as you can quickly switch and change later on. We recommend that you stick with a niche for at least 90 days, for 3 months, right? We have a lot of students coming in, just spend like a week or even a month picking niche. Like, you guys gotta understand, like, you need to understand that even if you pick something right now and it end up not working, like, there's literally no repercussion, right? There's no consequences. Your business is not gonna die. You can learn from, you still learn the skill and the thing, right? I start off with jewelry business, and then we'll move into solar, and then we'll pick real estate later on as our third choice. It doesn't make sense to just sit on it for, just pick one, right? It doesn't make sense to sit on it for more than a day. Just pick one, do your research, and all that stuff, right? One more thing I did mention is that you do going to learn like a valuable skill set. So I learned a lot of skill from picking jewelry and knowing how to talk to jeweler and knowing how to identify a broke market. It's a skill set. You have to see everything as a skill set. If you're indecisive, here are the tools that we're going to use to help you, right? So number 1, you want to be starting off with you. What are you knowledgeable about? What are you passionate about? What are you good at? What do you have experience in? What are you passionate about, right? Check your YouTube and Facebook recommendation. Those algorithms know you more than you know yourself. So if you don't know what you're passionate about, just check your YouTube feed. If there's a lot of basketball video, you probably want to yeah, like, you probably like basketball, so you want to go into like chiropractor or something with a lot of sport injury, right? Start with the people around you. If you feel like you want to start with yourself, you can start with people around you, right? So you should start with mom, dad, uncle, brother, sister, even close friend, because those people you spend your time with, they're going to be talk a lot about what they do. For example, I start off with jewelry because my family all into jewelry, right? They all a jeweler. I know everything about jewelry and being a jeweler. So, and also be a jeweler myself, it's very easy to talk to understand the language, right? And other one is start off with the people you paid, right? With the people that you paid. So you can leverage the industry experience in a niche if you have paid a mentor or mastermind. So for our student, guys, if they can have an option to just do A and B, just like what I said, start with yourself, start with people around you, or they can just do real estate. We'll give them all of our testimonial, we'll give them all the script, all the experience, all the self-recording, so then they can get up to speed without speaking with like 100 jeweler. The people that gone through our program, they normally know everything about real estate agent. Everything that they need to know, they would know about it, right? Just because I have so many content about it. Step 3 in terms of picking the market and audience place is to actually make sure that you understand and speak and use their everyday language. Now, what does that mean? So instead of using what's your monthly revenue, if you ask this to a real estate agent, they say, all right, this guy know what he's talking about, right? Instead of using this, you can do that by using language, number one. Number two, you can just go sub niche, right? This is an example, right? From health clinic, go to beauty spa, and go to beauty spa that offering high ticket service, which is Botox, plastic surgery, and hair transplant. This is a sub niche. This is a sub niche, right? So the more narrower you go, you learn quickly in terms of what their pain point is, right? Now, this is a friend of mine. He posted on Facebook. He's saying, this week I closed 5 out of 8 demos. So that's a very high close rate. Here what I did. The main thing that I do that made it different is that I niched the niche. You know, they niche down further and further. I was able to speak the language of my prospects, exactly what I just mentioned, right? And I only work with chiropractors that sell high ticket service. So one, that they have money to pay me. And number two, they understand the system so much better. Obviously, they only work with high ticket, so it's the sub niche already. So my agency also doesn't focus on lead and show appointment, but more on how many patients that convert, and that's what they actually give a shit. They knew I was the man for the job, and we're gonna be the best growth agency for chiropractor. Mark my word. I thought it was interesting, so I just captured that for you guys to read. It's really just, you know, aside from lead magnet, not like the right audience, because then you can make the lead magnet tailor to that small groups of people, right? Number 4, we're gonna get to the fun part on how to package and construct your very own lead magnet, right? So first of all, you need to understand that your lead magnet, alright, so you need to package your lead magnet. This is the goal, to sound like it's a new opportunity as much as possible, to sound like it's new, right? Providing a good experience and be memorable. So when people read it or people consume it, right, for this course itself, it's a free value, right? Hopefully it's a lead magnet, our elite coaching as well. So if you consume it right now, I want to make sure in my best ability to make sure that you have good experience and it's going to be memorable by giving you like my absolutely best material, and you know, spending a lot of time on it. You can probably see by right now, giving you this worksheet, giving you all of this example, so you have visual stimulation as well with all this screenshot I'm showing you, right? The goal of your lead magnet. It should sounds good, it should be memorable, and it should give a good experience. Now the process can make or break the lead generation campaign. So having a good lead magnet and a bad lead magnet will make or break the lead generation campaign, as it's going to be your headline in your ad, your landing page, and your subject line in your outreach email. So right, we're going to start off with step 1. You want to pick a fantastic lead magnet that would help your niche and relate to your core offer. So if I'm offering a coaching or marketing service, I'm not going to pick a lead magnet about free ice cream. Like, I know it sounds very obvious, but we don't want to do that, okay? And ice cream doesn't help my audience either. They can buy ice cream in their own time. So you want to pick something that is related to your niche and actually related to your core offer, right? It should solve one unified problem. Real estate agent always want more lead and appointments, so our successful lead magnet for them have always been 10 free appointment and 60 appraisal guarantee. And if any of you don't know, and if you're watching this in other country or in America, it's a language we use in Australia. It's just an update into someone house price, like giving people a house price update. That's what appraisal means. Step 2, you want to name your lead magnet. So you want to stress them up with word, right? Obviously ChatGPT and AI will be a great assistant for this. One of our original, I'm going to show you an example, right? Our original lead magnet is to do pay-per-close with one-time setup. We're not going to say pay-per-close with one-time setup, do we? We just say commission-based system for real estate agent. You know, we make an ad about that, right? And it's been successful, right? Another lead magnet is to offer agents a trial period to our database reactivation campaign. We don't just call it free trial to our DR campaign. We just call it 10 free appointment, right? We dress it up with word. You can also use catchy names such as Free Flow, Friday, Big Booty Bootcamp. I'm obviously not using any catchy name there. It still work, right? You don't have, the point is that you don't have to do all of this, right? Just pick some that work, right? Then you want to test your lead magnet name, right? So in email, you want to split test different subject line, 10 free appointment for agent, 10 days trial for first 5 agent, right? You want to split test it. That's what split test mean, A/B testing, right? And when you split test, I would recommend doing 2 variable at a time, or maybe 3 variable maximum. Do not split test like 10 or 7, right? Just quickly here, we actually use GoHighlevel as our app for split test, and because do have that function, In terms of email, we're just setting up on workflow, the right 50-50 traffics. And then you can see here, we can see two different open and click through email. Setting this up like quite easy. We're not going to go through that in the video, in this video, because it's going to take a very long time to show you guys that. But it's just workflow. If you go split test, you can easily, if you have an email list, split test your lead magnet without having to spend a dime on ad. So you can have different title, different lead magnet, and split test it between your email. Easy. That's how you do it. The other way, if you do run ad, you can split test it on a funnel. You can see here, this funnel is our booking funnel. With split test, we can see the conversion rate on the left-hand side here is 6%. This is 4.4%. And the only thing that we do in the funnel is that we just change the headline, right? And the traffics, we give it a 50-50 traffics. Hopefully you guys can see that in the video. Hopefully it's not too small, but it is. We'll give you this doc to download. So you have like a real screen time into all of this, right? But let's say you don't have an email list, you don't have the money for ad. What are you gonna do? You can just simply ask people, man. Use a pool in the groups, like WhatsApp group, Facebook group, even IG story have a pool function. If I'm making this lead magnet for real estate agent, how many of you would be interested? If I'm giving you 5 free lead for next week, or I'm gonna set up your logo for you for absolutely free, which one is more interesting? Just get your audience to vote. If you don't have an audience, like I'm really just nailing this down to like beginner level. If you don't have an audience, just ask people individually, just message them individually. Hey, if I'm gonna, and that's also become a lead generation. If people say yes, like I'm actually gonna prefer this one, that's mean they actually a lead, right? That's mean you can actually ask them and take them to a sales call. You can actually use this lead magnet testing phase. It's actually a clever way to do that. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. We just don't have time to go through that. If you don't know what software we're using GoHighlevel. You can get a 30-day trial here with the link alongside accommodating this doc. But we'll definitely make a video. If you want to have more video about that, we can make a video on how to show you how to split test. If you're a beginner, probably not that relevant right now. I don't want to confuse you guys. Make a lead magnet and get on with lead generation video, okay? So step 3 is figure out logistics, delivery, and economic, which is very, very important. I want to take some time out and actually go over this a little bit more. Logistic is that how, when, and where are you going to deliver it? So what is your lead magnet? Is it a physical thing? Is it a content? Is it a digital thing? If your lead magnet is a website audit, obviously you can't audit everyone's website. You have to wait. You want to deliver it after someone replies yes to your cold email. So your cold email saying, hey, do you want a website audit? You want to only doing that after someone reply yes. If it was a PDF, you can give it to everyone. It's fine, right? You can automate it through email going out. So you're actually doing it through upfront. This one is more like after a positive reply, right? So this is a question of how and when. So we're answering ourselves here. When are we going to give it? And how we're going to give it, right? We're actually offering our free course to people who book a call and people who show up for a call, even if they're not a good fit, to be our goodwill, right? So we make this course for our affiliate, right? And we also want to give it free for other people as well. Like if you can't sign up for Highlevel just because you already signed up under someone else's affiliate, or you just don't have money or you can't afford it right now, we'll also give it to you as well, as long as you show up for our call. So that's just our strategy. So yeah, hopefully you guys can learn something from that. The delivery is how are you going to deliver it, right? Lead magnet should cost you not how physically, not like an email or anything like that. How in terms of like resource and logistic, right? It should cost you little to nothing while solving a pain point for your marketplace. You must make sure it's fantastic despite costing you nothing. So just because you should make it as good as possible to build your goodwill. If it costs you $10, it should worth like $100. So then they know that you're actually providing value and you're building goodwill with your audience because of that. So we're gonna give you some example of lead magnets. So we're gonna start off with high cost and scalable. For us, it's Snapshot or even this course, like it takes us a long time to build, and we continuous to update it. It costs nothing once you finish, right? One finish. But it requires a lot of capital up front. Therefore, we only give it to our affiliates so they will have a lifetime access to it, even if they cancel. So if you want our snapshot, literally just sign up and cancel. Our low cost, low scalability. Let's say a website audit, like if you're selling website you're going to give someone website audit and even social media campaign audit, any kind of audit, obviously it doesn't cost you anything. It costs you 5 minutes to shoot a Loom video, right? As long as you know what you're talking about. It's low cost in terms of that sense, but like it's very hard to scale. So however, it's very personalized. Zero cost lead magnet, this is not low, this is actually zero. It disguised as a free value. You know, in 2024, 2025, people are catching on to that, such as a free roadmap, free strategy session. It's actually cost you 45 minutes to 60 minutes Zoom, but like it's already part of the sales process. So, or something like the book appointment guarantee, right? It's already part of the core offer. So again, like the zero cost one is just something that is already in the process or something that's already in the core offer. So this is a direct core offer. Like you don't have to make anything, right? Really, it's already there. These are a zero cost lead magnet. So you're gonna have high cost, low cost, and zero cost. All right. So hopefully that's the delivery, the logistics when it comes to how you wanna frame it. So which one is the best for you? It's important to note that everything is in equilibrium, right? You will get what you put in. Choosing a zero cost lead magnet will set you up quickly but will lower your conversion rate and vice versa. So that means if you have a zero cost lead magnet that you don't have to put any work on it, you're gonna put a lot of time into sales like lead nurture and lead conversion. So meaning spend a lot of energy and effort try to convince someone to buy your stuff. But vice versa, like Alex Emosi, right, where he put so much time in building his podcast, so much time building his book, right? So he put like an upfront energy. So his thing is like high cost, high investment, high cost lead magnet. When people speak to him, bro, they respect him. They know what he's talking about and they respect him. If they qualify, they will sign contract with him at any given moment. Again, like that's what equilibrium means, right? But we definitely recommend that when you're just starting out, we want you to be choosing a zero cost. I think I mentioned that in the thing. The MVP, minimal viable products. You need to balance that with actually get too fancy with your lead magnet as well. Minimal viable products mean minimal viable offer, sale process, and delivery. So when you're just starting out, you must choose low cost or zero cost lead magnet to get us generate lead ASAP, onboard first client ASAP, and calibrate from there to find products market fit. So it is what it is. When you're just starting out, you probably start with low cost or zero cost lead magnet. That's what I recommend, and you should do that. Right now, this course is a high investment, but again, we're not starting out. We've been in business for quite some time. Economic, how are you gonna profit from it? This is the fun part. You're gonna think and you're gonna strategize how you're gonna funnel people down to your lead conversion process, which is the sales process and exchange of money. We want to focus on secondary problem. Everyone always have a problem at any given time. Your lead magnet should solve a pain point or problem that should later on reveal as a secondary or bigger problem. For example, like free spinal assessment, what it discover is a secondary problem here. Discover the root cause of 10 years of chronic back pain. So first, you need to have a lead magnet discovering a secondary problem. Lead magnet of free no-code SaaS. Discover that you can't start a business with course alone. Exactly what this course is trying to tell. We'll try our best to give you the resource, the content, but mostly if watching course help you start a business, I want to be a millionaire by now because there's so much content on YouTube, right? We're gonna give you our best resource and our best template and our best guardian. But at the end of the day, I believe, like me myself, I believe that starting a business needs some sort of help, whether it's a personalized help or it's a group help. Hopefully this free course help you discover that you need a hand, you need somebody there. We're using it for our own business as well, right? It's just this concept. Step 2 of economic. You need to package your offer so it's easy to say yes to, right? So it's easy to say yes to while maximize the lead LTV. We'll cover this more in lead conversion process. It's more have to do with the actual offer, the actual core offer. Right now, we're thinking from a lead magnet perspective, right? We're thinking like, how are we going to funnel people down to the exchange of money, right? So this is a little bit of lead conversion process. Example of free spinal assessment. Discover the root cause of 10-year chronic back pain. Standard offer, $60 per session. So this is the package offer, right? We will not fix this with one session. You will need our ABC package that will give you 5 sessions for $600. But then you will get extra 5 sessions for free. So we actually sell 10 for 600. If we were to sell 10 sessions, instead of selling 10 sessions or one by one, we're gonna sell it as a package and collect 600 up front. And we're gonna frame it as 600 for 5, but you get extra 5 for free. So that is one way to actually package your lead. Lead magnet 10 free appointment. Discover that business doesn't have any system in place to generate or nurture a lead. Like setting up this for the business, we find out they don't have anything in place. Standard offer 1.2k per month. We're gonna generate you 10 free appointment initially. You can cancel anytime, but we'll need your card for the SMS. After the 10th appointment, we will auto charge you $350 quarterly, 1.2 per month. So that's how we actually package it, right? Just have a little package there so you protect yourself, that knowing that you're gonna make money out of this, because we're not running charity at the end of the day. So lead magnet, another example, commission-based system. Discover that business doesn't have any system in place to generate or nurture a lead. Standard package 1.2k per month. We normally charge small one-time setup of $3,500, where we implement our A to Z system on your business so it becomes your asset whether we are here or not. The best part is it's a one-time thing, so you never have to pay another marketer again. So that's how we actually frame it. This is how our package offer is. Then you have the sales scripts and the stuff. That's the nuance. We'll cover that in lead conversion. As long as you have a lead magnet, the initial lead magnet, you discover a problem, and then you have a package offer, that's the economic of thing. As long as you have that vision in place, a straight line vision of like how to turn this into money. Right. Step 4 is figure out the frame. Frame is a statement that deliver expectation for a sales conversion. We can cover more about that in the lead nurture. I obviously don't want to keep this video over too long, guys. Lead magnet is example. Lead magnet is a free SaaS course. The frame here's our course. So look, we'll find that 60-70% of people attending our free course drop out because it's either too complicated, too overwhelming, or just too lonely. So this is why we have something that the top 5%, for the top 5%, where I and our team come in and handhold you to your goal. Would you like to hear more? So that's the frame. So the frame is pretty much like, putting in my own word here, it's a bridge between the lead magnet to a sales process. Especially for the free stuff, you need a frame. If you give someone free cookie, hopefully you like that. We sell more than a cookie. We have candy and milk and all that stuff. Would you like to come in and try out? So that's like a frame. Like a frame is like a bridge between your lead magnet, because like you don't want to give people a free cookie and then they walk away and then you don't say anything. Then it's not an effective use of your cookie. You will run out of cookie at some point. So yeah, you want to have a bridge that position yourself as an expert and also getting people to get further down into your funnel, right? So expectation here is that most people need help and we're here to help. Most people that do this need help and we're here to help. So, and the best thing about this frame, we're here to help. Like if you don't want help, fine. Our course is there, our content is there. Like when you're ready, you can schedule a call. This is for our real estate business. So 10 free appointment, commission based, 60 appraisal guarantee, all of that stuff. The frame is the same. Obviously, you can imagine getting a lot of this inquiry is no brainer. So we need to make sure that we partner up with the right agent. So can I ask you some questions? So these are irresistible lead magnet, irresistible offer, but essentially what they are, irresistible lead magnet. Just because that we get a lot of inquiry from this, we can position is that we are in high demand. I'm picking you, not the other way around. So you need to understand this frame. Lead magnet of $49 masterclass. This is another example of saying, hey name, this is XYZ from XYZ company, right? Just saw you bought a mini course, the director of customer success. Just want to check in, see if you have any issue or trouble implementing ABC. Right, so if you sell a course, you can just call people that bought it, just said, hey, I'm from the manager, the client success team, right? Do you have any trouble implementing our course? The expectation here is that I'm here to help since you already bought. However, if I see potential to work together, I will make you an offer. So the frame is just what you make it to be. It's really customizable, right? So hopefully this example helped you guys. So even the 10 free appointment, the frame could be just like, hey, I'm just starting out. I want to do something for free to earn your trust, get my foot in the door, right? So you can actually change the frame, and the frame is just really what you make it to be. So let's get to the worksheet. Now that you understand all this lesson, right, we'll like nearly spend an hour explaining to you what it essentially is and what you need to do. You need to like go in and implement this into your real life, right? We're gonna start off with the marketplace. Who's your niche? Could you go sub niche? Some niche is just too small, right? You can't go sub niche. For jewelry, for jeweler, no way going sub niche. There's already so little jeweler out there. Define your lead magnet. What content, tool, resource that you can offer right now to spark interest, stop people from scrolling. Based on your understanding, which type of lead magnet are you going to focus on? The freebie, the bold claim, or the new opportunity? Naming your lead magnet, how can you dress it up differently with different words, and how are you going to test it and calibrate based on feedback, right? And logistics, when and where are you going to deliver it? How are you going to deliver it? And how are you going to profit from it? Having a core package offer. How are you going to also frame the conversation? So by answering this question in the worksheet, you will have a clear idea exactly what the sales process is. You can better do cold call, better launch an email campaign, and better. So if you are our lead student, we're going to help you craft a one-on-one make or break lead magnet. We're going to help you craft this worksheet together. Once finished, your worksheet will be reviewed with detailed feedback. You don't burn cash, try to launch it. You want to skip the launch, you also get access to our done for you lead magnet. So this video is very important that you understand the foundation, the fundamental, and the first principle of lead magnet. But we also have our existing lead magnet in the course as well that you can just copy and paste straight from scratch. We're even going to help you launch it on Facebook with our media buyer team. This is for our lead. Click on this link to find out more. I'm going to show you our exact lead magnet, the thought process, logistics, and everything behind it that make it so successful, right? Now, you got two options here. You can either steal it and launch it as your own lead magnet to real estate agent, right? Or it's going to help you either way to craft your own lead magnet. Sort of like an example. I'm going to walk you through the entire thought process, logistics, and all that stuff, right? Just keep in mind that this video will make a lot more sense if you actually finish watching our lead magnet foundation video, because that video actually outline explaining the first principle onto crafting your own lead magnet, right? So please watch that first before you jump onto this video. So before we get started, I do have a little lesson or mind map tutorial to explain to you guys here, right? So in a acquisition system, in a sales process, right, you can have different lead magnet. The only thing that change is the frame and the packaging, right? So the frame is something that is in the front end, right? And the packaging is something that is in the back end, right? You can see here, if we have 3 different lead magnet that we split test, our business, our offer, our core offer doesn't really need to change that much, right? Our fulfillment system, our sales scripts, and our sales process doesn't really need to change. That's why if you're smart about it, you can launch multiple lead magnet at the same time and get result quickly and just get feedback quickly. And this is one of the ways to actually make you a lot of money if you have the skill set to make this work. So you can see here, we're going to define what all of this word mean. Frame is pretty much an expectation or position, how you position yourself before the sales conversation. Packaging is presenting your product, service, and idea in a way that make it attractive and easy for people to understand and making it appeal for a potential customer. So what that basically means, what this diagram, if you have different lead magnet, all you have to change is just the frame, which is 1 or 2 sentences in the beginning of the conversation, and the packaging, which is again 1 or 2 or 3 sentences at the end of the sales conversation where you ask them for money. But nothing else really need to change in terms of your actual sales scripts and your fulfillment process. So it's very important that you understand that if you launching a new lead magnet, it's not that much work. That's the point I'm trying to make here. So let's just start off with our lead magnet. Now, I'm obviously extracting it from this table. I'm going to show you lead magnet in this video, but we actually launched so much lead magnet that we actually only document the winning one in this table, and you have access to it if you are our lead member that have every Canva link that you can go ahead and edit it, and it have the hook, the angle, and even have hypothesis for some of it for you, and have minimum budget and also the targeting audience, right? So we actually launched so much lead magnet that we only document a handful of the successful one. So using our trial and error and our budget on it. The reason why I'm only showing you this one, because there are 3 different type of lead magnet. I'm going to explain, okay? So we're going to start off with the commission-based system for real estate agent, right? All right, I actually get the link to actually work. It's pretty much what the ad look like. It's really simple and it's very attractive. We're getting a lot of cheap lead from this because the offer speaks for itself. Obviously, you can go ahead and edit it and make your own variation by changing the color, changing the background, obviously changing your face. But essentially, this is what the commission-based offer, lead magnet look like. And here's the link. This doc will be somewhere around this video. It's 100% yours for free. You can go ahead and edit it. Now, time to actually explain the behind the scene, right? If you watch the foundation video, the type of this is a new opportunity, right? Because no one in the marketplace, at least in Australia, is doing it with real estate agents. So when we launch it, we got a lot of traction for it. Payment solution for this, which is the angle, is that you never have to pay for another marketer again. The frame is the expectation before the sales call, right? They come in, they ask for the offer, you frame it as that you can only work with limited number of agents at a time, so you need to ask them some question, right? If they are a fit, like you want to be selective of the agent that you can offer this to, because, and it's true, you only can work with a limited number of agents, so you want to be asking how much sales are they making, what's their revenue, and all that stuff to make sure that they can afford your service. You can frame it and pre-qualify at the same time. The expectation is that our offer is in high demand, we pick you, not the other way around. So that's the expectation. And the package offer, again, like come back to the graph, the package offer is this, right, at the bottom here. Is that we will help you set up a one-time system of 4,800 so that you don't have to pay another marketer again. Now, it will take 90 days. During the 90 days, there will be no commission if you close any deal from our lead. And after 90 days, we will become a long-term partner and get 20% of every deal closed. Obviously, this is like just how we do it. I'm trying to give you a framework. You know, like for example, if you want to take this, like if you want to steal it, you don't have to put 90 days. You can put whatever day you want. You don't have to put 4,800. You can put whatever number you want. You don't have to put 20%. You can put whatever number you want. The logistic, the fulfillment, how are we going to fulfill this, right? So we run Facebook ad for real estate agent and we connect it to Highlevel, right? So it's literally the same thing. It's nothing changed in our fulfillment. We just onboard them and we just launch Facebook ad. We just connect it to Highlevel. So the economic is what important. When I write this down, when I try to craft it, most of my time is thinking how I'm going to make money from this, right? Because again, we're not running a charity, we're running a business here. We'll make them pay for SMS and ad spend, so we don't have to worry about that. What we do is we're going to make profit on SMS markup. It's around 200-300 per month, like depending on how much you mark up, like 2x, 3x, 5x, or even 10x. And you're going to make money on the actual setup itself. So the one-time setup is 4,800. So that's like 5K. So we'll make like, you know, if we onboard 4 clients, that's like 20K per month. So the actual commission we'll actually make from that as well. Remember, we're charging 20% for every deal closed. And then we are going to also make money from the software. So one of the economic factor is to have a risk management tool, right? That's going to be protect yourself if you're offering some sort of guarantee. So I mean, like the commission base, it's actually a guarantee for them, making sure that they can close and they be honest about what they close. One of the economics is making sure that you have contract to protect yourself. And obviously, you know, you obviously charge them on the software after 90 days. But to make that happen, you've got to be clear on the sales call that it's your service that is on commission, not the software. So it's a separate thing here. So again, like this is why I'm trying to note here. This offer is quite advanced. You need to track conversion and have a high level of trust and honesty between the agent and yourself, between you and the partner, right? This is why we have a contract. So the contract stated they must pay a penalty. I actually give you guys the contracts here so you guys can take a copy of this. I think in here somewhere it says it's governed by the state of law and the government of Australia, and it's also mentioned something there. The agent will be willing to pay blank of net commission earned from the sales resulting from the lead, and it has 7 days for each invoice, right? A payment of blank compensation if found the conversion was not accurately reported and beyond the agency lead source, and it was belong agency lead source. And we just tell them this is the system that we use to check, right? We check it through realestate.com and domain.com. We have this contract and it's been working well for us. If you this is a PDF, obviously, you know, make your own version to it, but if you inside our lead, you get an editable version of it. Again, like with any sort of lead magnet that offer a guarantee, you need to have a risk management tool or contracts or agreement in place to make sure that you are protected as well as, you know, as well as giving them the best guarantee that you can give them. The next lead magnet is 10 free appointment, right? So we'll show you what the Canva link look like. Again, you have this and you can go in here and edit this. Obviously, it's really simple, you know, a little bit more fancy than the previous one. Some of our guys even add Spanish to it. So the type of it is freebie. Payment solution, we're offering no rush to get started. So the frame here is that they come in, ask for the offer, we frame it as that we can only work with the agent at a time, and then we need to ask them question, and that question will pre-qualify them. So it's pretty much similar frame. Expectation here that we're just starting out, we're willing to put up the work and value up front to gain your trust, and because of that, our offer is in high demand. We picked you and not vice versa, right? Same thing here. Really similar to the last one in terms of frame and expectation, but here's the catch: the delivery and the economics here is very different. So this is how you package it, right? We will set up your database with our AI system that will auto book appointment for us all days hand-free. It's completely risk-free. If you don't like it, you can cancel anytime. But if you do like it, we will charge $3,800 on your card every quarter. It's the same thing, so we'll probably take out the same amount of cash with this and the other offer. It's just how you say it and how you advertise it. But in terms of cash in the bank, it's probably the same. The logistics is actually a lot easier because we don't have to launch Facebook ads. It's only 5 minutes setup in database reactivation plus list upload, right? You got to make sure that you have an account with SMS ready to go. Just guiding here, we'll go through all of that in detail in the fulfillment pathway, right? And how to fulfill your client, all that stuff. But like we normally use like buy the number using our name, or we actually use our number and really just charge them on it. The whole thing with setting up SMS is a pain in the butt with Highlevel. You need to have an account ready with SMS ready to go and just like put them on and start in like 24 hours. Economics, right? So they will pay for SMS. The SMS markup here is actually a lot because like this campaign is SMS based, so you'll be sending like 1,000 SMS every week or even every day. So you're gonna make a lot on SMS even if you have a small markup, right? The actual setup fee, if people cancel, obviously you wouldn't get that. But obviously that will give you feedback on how to improve your service. The actual setup fee after, I should mention this, right? After the 10 appointment. A lot of people are launching this and then they get a lot of prospects or lead asking them for like free lead. You got to make sure that you're not offering free lead, you're offering free appointment. That's come from their database, right? And also like, you can charge software subscription as well after a certain number of days. Obviously all of this is optional. It's just brainstorm here and obviously any upsell. So we obviously upsell them to Facebook ad. And guys, the best part about this is that if they do not have a list or database, you can directly sell them the CRM, which is a place to host database, and Facebook ad, which is a process to grow the database. This offer in particular have so many possible way in terms of the economics. Also, it's very enticing having 10 free appointments. So it's really, really good. That's why we get our student to launch this as their first lead magnet. We also have a contract here. Again, this is a PDF. You can copy it. We can stack the value here, and your investment today is 0. Just put 0 in here, and ad spend also put 0. So that would make this even more enticing, right? Value in like $10,000, but your investment today is 0. Ad spend is 0, right? And then see all of the testimonial. And if you already our lead member, just check out your lead section. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Like the 10 free appointment has so many upside in terms of the opportunity to be profitable, in terms of the economic of it. The appraisal, right? Let's go to the appraisal. The appraisal guarantee, 60 appointment guarantee, right? This is what it looked like. Again, it's stupid simple. Like none of our ad is fancy doof. It's more of the message that do the work. The type of this offer is bold claim or direct offer. We offer minimal risk to get started. Right now, this is different from the 10 free thing. We offer no risk to get started, right? Because it's free. This one is minimal risk, right? All right, moving on. So the next lead magnet is our 60 appraisal guarantee. And this is what the 10 free appointment look like. The creative look like. None of our ad is really fancy if you think about it. So again, you can click on this link and you can edit it and make it yours. And by the way, if you haven't showed this, you just go to file and make a copy, just like Google Docs, you would be able to copy it. So the pain to solution for this one is that we offer minimal risk to get started. That's a little bit different from the 10 free appointment. The 10 free appointment is no risk, but this one is minimal risk. The frame is pretty much the same. Again, our offer is in high demand. We just need to ask you some question. But with this, we also say like we can only work with the number of agents per time per area. The expectation is that we are experienced and willing to put our money where our mouth is. The package offer is that we will get you 60 minimum exclusive motivated seller in selected area guarantee, or we'll keep working for you for free, right? So when you put guarantee, working for free until you do get the result is also a guarantee, or you can request a refund. Now, we purposely frame it as 60 appraisal over 90 day, which is much easier to achieve than 20 appraisal per month and sound better. Technically, they are the same thing. 20 per month and 60 over 90 day are the same thing. It just sounds better because 60 guarantee sound better than 20 guarantee, and it's actually give you more room, more time to actually fulfill your promise. Because sometimes if you run Facebook ad, you probably know sometimes some months you won't get 20, but other months you get 25, so it make up for next month. So this is the safest way of putting words that back your action up. The logistic and fulfillment, how we actually, we are obviously usually on board and fulfill this lead magnet the same, just setting up Facebook ad and connect it to Highlevel. Come to economic, right? This is a guarantee that have refund on it. So again, you need to protect yourself, right? We're gonna get started with the simple one. They pay for ad spend and SMS. Obviously, we have SMS markup. That's the retainer, either monthly or quarterly. Refund guarantee, or work until you do must have condition or criteria to be qualified for. So what it is, like, this is some of the example, is the number one, call your lead, use our app to reply to text and all that stuff, right? And honestly, right now, we don't use the refund anymore. We just use like work until you do. And I absolutely see no difference in terms of people saying yes. I would recommend doing this one. Like, it make no difference, at least in my experience, okay? And this is, again, the contracts, and you can view it in PDF. And if you want the editable version, visit our lead. Right, just final note here, innovation is key to success, right? These templates are here to help you get clients fast when you're just starting out, right? Which is the goal of this video. If you're just starting out, you got like ground zero. This will give you like a base ground, right? However, if you want to grow your business long term and you want to have a long-term marketing plan, you need to have skill set to create, launch, test, and collect feedback from your lead magnet. I failed so many times before I found the 3 that working, and this is just on the real estate business. I launched lead magnet for other businesses as well, right? Number one is I look at other people in the same space. I call it like that. I don't want to call them competitor because not everyone is a competitor, right? So my media buyer just like get all of the ad copy and ad creative from other people that running real estate offer in Australia. So you can see all of their ad and all that stuff. Jordan Bain, all that stuff, I mean, like, these guys are directly serving the same niche as us, right? We do our work. That's the work that you need to do if you want to be good in business. If you think that's a lot of work, welcome to business. I'll leave this Canva link here. You don't have to put into Canva. You can put into Google Docs or Google Sheet. Do whatever you want, but just have a look at it. The reason why I don't call them competitor, because sometimes, you direct message them on Instagram or on Facebook. You ask them, like, hey, how do you do this? Some people are just genuinely kind people, and they value connection and networking more than like just a few bucks. So like some of them actually tell you like how they do it and how their ad perform. I normally ask myself, what are their logistic, delivery and fulfillment, and the economics. So if I see someone in my space making a crazy offer, like, I'm gonna guarantee you 10 listing, or we're gonna refund you $200 or $2,000 for wasting your time. If someone launched that, I'm gonna go and dig so deeper into the ad funnel, and I wanna see, like, even pretend to be a real estate agent and jump on a call with one of the sales guys to actually understand what are their delivery system, what are their promises, and how are they gonna be able to back that up, and what is the logistic behind that. So I take a careful look on the email they send after I opted in. So some of the small thing like that. Once you see people in the same space of you running a crazy ad, you need to ask yourself these 3 questions. What are their logistic, delivery, and economic? And the other thing that I do is I normally educate myself on marketing content, such as, book, podcasts, and video on YouTube. I find Alex Hormozi very helpful. The podcast is called The Game. I pay a mastermind or coach or mentor to help me with template and speed up my process, because that's what they do. I coach other below me, seriously. Forgive me with my thing here. I've got Grammarly autocorrect everywhere. So I coach other below me. So there's a quote somewhere saying, if you learn one more time once you repeat it out loud to other people, right? If you can explain something simply enough, that means you understand it very fully, right? I think Albert Einstein said that, right? Actually teaching it to other people will actually give you the knowledge, the experience to actually relearn all of the skill, right? And other thing is speed, right? And this is a character trait. I launch stuff quickly in days. If I come up with something new in the shower or during when I'm sleeping, I put in my book, launch quickly. And that's ability to able to execute stuff on your own or just have the right team member in place. But that's for another story. That's the final note. If you really want to succeed and you have a long-term goal, long-term plan, if you have big number in your head, like you know that this template is not going to carry you long-term, right? Obviously, because you have different, you may be doing different niche in different marketplace at different time of this recording, right? So this might work at this time of recording, it might not work in the future. So the key takeaway is that you learn the framework, right? You learn how to catch the fish, so then there will be unlimited fish in the sea instead of just try to feed off this one free fish that I'm giving you. Anyway, guys, it's Vico Khang here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, if you enjoy watching the video, make sure that you also checking out this content right there.